This doctor has lied to your mother and hidden the truth about her health. What they fear you will find out could shake your entire family. You must hear this message before it's too late. Archangel Michael says, there is a storm coming, and you deserve to know the truth before it strikes your soul. A voice has been muffled, or record altered, and a diagnosis buried under the weight of fear. The one who should have spoken up for your mother's health chose silence, and now a painful secret pulses beneath your family's peace. The doctor who once smiled in reassurance has crafted a false picture, hiding what your mother should have known long ago. What they suppressed is not just a report, it is a ticking clock, and the hands are moving faster than anyone expected. They fear what you'll do once you uncover it, because their entire credibility would crumble like ash. This message is not for the faint-hearted, but for the one who has ears to hear and courage to confront. The information you're about to receive has been kept behind closed doors, whispered only in backroom conversations, away from the ones who needed it most. If your mother had heard what was written, her next steps would have been different, drastically different. Now it's you who must bear the weight of this warning, for time is no longer on your side. You are meant to be the one to protect her now, not just from illness, but from betrayal wrapped in white coats and stethoscopes. The very one she trusted with her life has chosen to manipulate the truth in a way that could cost everything. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, this doctor altered a key part of her medical report during her last consultation. He was not alone when he did it. There was a nurse who looked away, who chose not to speak. This is not just about a misdiagnosis, it's about intention, about fear, about hiding something that has the power to shift the fate of your entire family. It started small, an abnormal reading, a shadow in the scan, a marker on a blood test that should have triggered further tests. But instead of alerting her, they marked it non-urgent, delaying treatment for reasons that weren't medical, they were personal. This isn't about negligence, it's about avoidance, about trying to erase something that won't stay buried for long. He thought no one would follow up, that she would continue on unaware, that the pain in her chest would be blamed on age or stress. But she began to feel it, didn't she? She began to ask questions, and the answers she got were carefully scripted lies. She trusted them. You trusted them. But the report you've never seen, the one buried under revised pages, holds a truth that will not sleep. A rare condition, manageable if caught early, devastating if ignored, was present. But it threatened to disrupt something bigger, the doctor's standing, a pending promotion, a fear of litigation. And so the silence grew. Type Amen to get blessing 991. You may have noticed subtle changes in her fatigue, her appetite, the shift in her skin tone, but you brushed them off as natural. That's what they were hoping for. Because the moment you start connecting the dots, the house of lies begins to collapse. One of the medical assistants, a young woman with guilt in her eyes, saw the original file before it was replaced. She knows. She's been contemplating whether to contact you. She knows if she speaks, her job is at risk, but if she doesn't, your mother's life is at risk. A private conversation took place just days ago between this assistant and another doctor in the facility. Words like lawsuit, malpractice, and non-disclosure were used. They know the mistake, or rather, the decision, was deliberate. And now they fear you will press for the truth. Your mother has been prescribed medication that manages symptoms but does not treat the cause. She's trusting it blindly, thinking improvement is just around the corner. But the real issue, one that requires a specialist, is being left untreated. Type Amen to get blessing 1177. If you wait too long, the window to act may close. This isn't a matter of waiting for a second opinion, it's about demanding to see the full and original records. There's a name hidden in the logs, a specialist she was never referred to, whose insight could change everything. The doctor knows that if this referral surfaces, questions will explode. He's hoping that by the time you find out, it'll be too late for it to matter. But the universe is shifting to make sure you do. One of your ancestors is watching closely. This isn't just a battle in the present, it's a correction of something long overdue. Your family has been silent too long when professionals abused their power. But not this time. You are stronger than you know. This message didn't find you by accident, it's your turning point. When you act, you'll not only shift your mother's future, but cleanse your bloodline of a cycle of medical deception that's repeated for generations. Type Amen to get blessing 404. There are forces moving to distract you, to keep your focus on other matters. But listen closely, your intuition has already been whispering something was off. Those whispers are about to become screams. A document will soon appear in your hands, either through a misdirected email, a folder left open at the clinic, or a message from someone anonymous. When it comes, do not delay. It's the thread that leads you to the full truth. The doctor involved may attempt to charm, deny, or redirect. But behind his professional tone is panic. Because he knows your mother was a case he should have handled differently. He knows what's coming if you dig. Your strength lies in calm confrontation. Collect evidence. Speak with kindness but hold your ground. Do not let the fear of rocking the boat keep you from saving the one who gave you life. Type Amen to get blessing 626. Archangel Michael says, justice will always favor truth. And when truth is ignored, it does not disappear, it roars back, louder and more demanding. That roar is coming now, and your courage will decide what happens next. Your mother doesn't yet know how serious things are. Her smile is holding back discomfort. She wants to believe everything's fine, but deep down, she feels something is being kept from her. She has dreams, of places she still wants to go, things she still wants to see. And the window for those dreams can stay open if you act quickly. But you must not delay. There will be a day very soon where she will sit with you quietly, sensing something has changed. That is when you must speak gently but truthfully. Let her know you are investigating, not because of fear, but because of love. Type Amen to get blessing 550. The assistant mentioned earlier is your key ally. She has a soft spot for your mother, she's seen her come in with kindness, with warmth. And her conscience is rising above fear. Expect a call or message within the next few days. It may be vague, it may come late at night, but it will be real. And when it arrives, write everything down. There's a pattern with this doctor. Your mother may not be the only one. Others have come forward, quietly, through legal channels. But they lack the strength or evidence to go public. You have both. And because of that, your actions will echo beyond this moment. You are the one to break the cycle of silence and prevent future suffering. Type Amen to get blessing 803. There's a night coming where you'll feel restless, unable to sleep, your thoughts spinning. That's not anxiety. That's spiritual preparation. You're being ready to receive something important. It may come through a vision, a dream, a sound you hear when everything is quiet. Take it seriously. Write it down. Every detail will matter. Do not confide in everyone. Some around you may discourage you from acting. They'll say you're overthinking, imagining things. but they do not see what you see. They have not heard what you now know. This is not paranoia. This is awakening. And when you rise in awareness, the enemy of truth begins to tremble. Type Amen to get blessing 212. From this moment on, you must walk with clarity. Observe every interaction at the clinic, every new appointment, every prescription. Request copies. Keep files. Ask for the timestamps and signatures on every page. Your presence will be noticed. They will know you're watching now. That's good. Because it means the lies no longer have shadows to hide in. There is one specialist in particular, not far from your area, who once worked with this doctor. They parted ways under tense circumstances. That person holds deeper insight than you can imagine. Your journey will bring you to them, but you must follow the signs. The universe is aligning your steps even now. You'll hear their names soon, perhaps through a conversation you weren't meant to overhear. Type Amen to get blessing 1999. When the full truth is finally laid bare, you will feel two things at once: heartbreak and relief. Heartbreak that it was hidden so long. Relief that you acted before the window closed. You'll see your mother begin to shift. Her eyes brighter. Her energy returning. Because when truth enters the room, healing begins. Archangel Michael says, "You are chosen not just to carry this truth, but to deliver justice in silence." You will not need to scream. Your actions, calm and deliberate, will speak louder than any voice. The balance will be restored. The lie will be exposed. The healing will begin, not just for her, but for everyone who felt powerless in the face of deception. Type Amen to get blessing 844. Certainly. Let's continue the message from where it left off, diving even deeper into the path you're being prepared to walk, the energy surrounding your mother, and the consequences of what has been hidden too long. The air around your home may feel heavier lately, not just emotionally, but spiritually. That's not coincidence. Energies are shifting. Your ancestors, those who once walked this earth and loved your bloodline deeply, are beginning to stir. They are unsettled by what's unfolding behind hospital doors. They are sending you nudges, strange dreams, flickers of cold air, unexpected memories surfacing out of nowhere. These signs are reminders. You are being guided toward the truth that others have tried to bury. You may soon come across an object in your mother's possession, a card, a note, a reminder from her last visit to the clinic. Don't overlook it. That tiny slip of paper or card may lead you to the hidden path, the missing piece. Even her body has been trying to speak, aching in places that were once strong. The doctor knows her silence has an expiration date. That's why he's starting to shift. You may notice new prescriptions being pushed, new recommendations with vague explanations. This is an attempt to cloud your clarity. But you've already seen behind the mask. Type Amen to get blessing 1030. He is aware now that something has changed. Your energy when you enter the room is different. You no longer trust blindly. That awareness radiates and unsettles those who operate in falsehood. The assistant you're meant to connect with has tried twice to leave a note. But fear held her hand. Now she's seen your mother again, and the guilt is building in her heart like a drumbeat. She's one whisper away from revealing everything. This woman has a sister who once went through a similar betrayal in a different clinic. She remembers the pain, the helplessness, and she doesn't want that for your family. She may reach out to you from an anonymous number. Do not ignore it. Do not hang up. Listen quietly. Speak less. Let her voice lead the way. She knows where the buried files are, the ones marked private or in review that were never shown to your family. Type Amen to get blessing 747. When this truth fully reaches you, there will be a weight so deep in your chest you may not have words. That is natural. You are not only feeling your emotions, you are absorbing the weight your mother has unknowingly carried. She may sense that something is coming. Don't be surprised if she tells you she had a strange dream. She may mention names she hasn't said in years. These are all signs that the veil between what is known and what is hidden is beginning to lift. Your role now is sacred. It is not only to protect, but to prepare. There may come a night very soon when she wakes suddenly, not knowing why. Be there. Listen. It will be a sign that her soul is beginning to awaken to what her mind has not yet understood. Archangel Michael says, when truth begins to bloom in silence, even the strongest lies cannot survive. You are now the sword of truth in this story. Quiet, sharp, and unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Her body remembers more than her conscious mind. It aches in patterns that do not match the story the doctor is telling. The medicine is numbing the signs, but the cause remains untouched. You may need to request a scan under your name, not hers. This move may seem strange, but it will unlock data the doctor assumed would stay hidden. It's in those files that you'll find the word he feared most, progressing. The progression of what she is could have been slowed, possibly reversed, had it been addressed earlier. Now, it will take divine alignment, fast action, and your full commitment to turn the tide. But the tide can be turned. That's why this message came now. That's why your hands began to shake as you read. That's why your heart knows, this isn't a story. This is your wake-up call. Type Amen to get blessing 133. Your next visit to the clinic will feel different. You'll walk in with a presence they weren't expecting. Watch the faces. Watch how the receptionist hesitates before speaking. Watch how the doctor checks his words twice before answering. They feel it too. They know someone has started to see behind the curtain. Their confidence will begin to shrink. This is your moment to observe and collect. Carry a recorder. Request documents in writing. Let no conversation remain undocumented. You're not doing this out of paranoia, you're doing it because truth demands witnesses. The divine realm has already sent protection. What you do next will either open the doors of healing or prolong the storm. Choose with conviction. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Her soul is quietly whispering to yours. She may not say it aloud, but she's beginning to feel the cracks beneath the surface. She feels more tired than she tells you. She hides her discomfort behind smiles. She doesn't want to worry you. She believes she can handle it. But you know better now. And soon, she will too. One night, you will sit beside her and hold her hand longer than usual. Her voice may tremble. She might say, something doesn't feel right. That is your moment. Tell her you've been sensing the same. Tell her you're going to look deeper. And let her know it's not because you fear something, but because you love her enough to fight for what she never saw coming. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. The ripple effects of this lie won't end with your mother. If this doctor is exposed, others will come forward. He has a record of subtle omissions, hidden changes, and unspoken warnings. He has done this before. He has manipulated for years, but never to someone so spiritually protected as your mother. That's what has disrupted his pattern. That's why things are unfolding faster than he can control. Your action may become the catalyst for several families to find truth. You were chosen for this moment. This responsibility may feel heavy now, but it will become your legacy. Justice will not only protect your mother, it will cleanse your entire lineage. You are not just uncovering a lie. You are restoring generational truth. Type Amen to get blessing 199. There is a door in the clinic, one that stays locked unless you ask. It's where the older records are kept, the raw files that weren't altered yet. That's your destination. You'll be led to it by someone unexpected, a temp worker or someone who's new. Follow your instincts when they offer to help. Be respectful, but firm. Ask for files by date, not just name. Ask for digital backups too. One of them will have a timestamp that doesn't match the current report. That's your evidence. Take copies. Store them securely. Do not reveal everything you know right away. This battle must be played like chess, not war. Archangel Michael says, those who wear masks will always be exposed when light arrives. You are the light now. Shine. Type Amen to get blessing 411. Soon, there will be a shift in her symptoms. A sudden rise in pain, or a fainting spell. That will be your sign that the lie is collapsing. At that moment, you must act without delay. Take her to a new clinic. Show them nothing of the past, start fresh, speak plainly. Let them examine her from zero. What they find will match your suspicions. Then, bring the evidence. Let the new truth confront the old. You will not even need to raise your voice. The paper trail and the test results will speak for you. By then, your mother's faith in you will rise like the sun. She will realize that her life was saved by your vigilance. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Your bond will deepen. She will cry, not just for the fear, but for the overwhelming gratitude. She will see you not only as her child but as her protector. Her guardian. Her miracle. And the doctor? He will be reviewed, questioned, perhaps even suspended. His name will begin to circulate for all the wrong reasons. You may never hear him apologize. But you won't need to. Because the greatest revenge is not anger, it's restoration. Healing. Truth. This is the season where the lies fall, and truth walks in like fire. You are that fire now. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The fire of truth is now burning through the illusions. There is no turning back. Every step you take from this point forward is divinely aligned to pull down what has been hidden behind polished words and forged smiles. Your mother may begin speaking more about the past, memories, names, moments you thought were long forgotten. That is not random. Her soul is trying to piece together her own timeline, sensing that some thread is missing. That missing piece is what you're holding on to now. Soon, you'll notice she hesitates before taking her medication. Watch her eyes. They carry more truth than her words. She may not know what you know, but her body is remembering, and rejecting, a path that was never meant to be followed. A second medical professional will soon come into your path. They won't know the whole story, but they'll be disturbed by a portion of her chart. This person, someone with sharp instincts and a heavy conscience, will sense something's wrong even before you speak. Type Amen to get blessing 343. When they mention the inconsistency, do not act surprised. Let them speak fully. Their words will be the spark that turns your quiet investigation into undeniable truth. This will cause a ripple in the clinic. Someone will try to warn the doctor that you're growing too curious. Don't worry. That moment signals the unraveling of his control. The nurse who's been watching from a distance will finally approach you. Nervous, cautious, but ready to do what's right. Her message will be short: there's something you haven't seen. Don't ask questions. Don't push. Just listen. And when she offers it, take the file, take the photo, take the proof. That will be the moment the tide turns. Type Amen to get blessing 998. Archangel Michael says, you will be strengthened as the truth grows heavier. You are not meant to carry this burden in weakness, but to hold it in sacred strength. You are no longer just the observer. You are the protector. Your ancestors are waking up in your DNA. Their wisdom, pain, strength, they're all rising within you. That's why you feel tired some days. That's why your emotions swing suddenly. It's not confusion, it's transformation. You may begin to see recurring numbers, repeated words, unexpected symbols in the most random places. These are confirmations. You are not alone in this mission. This message is a prophecy unfolding. And you are its carrier. Type Amen to get blessing 505. The doctor's fear will begin to show. He may offer a rushed follow-up, a new test just in case, or try to reassure your mother again with empty words. Do not allow her to go alone this time. Your presence will shift the atmosphere. He will smile tighter. He will hesitate more. That is when you ask the one question he has dreaded: is this her full file? Watch his eyes. They won't lie. The full file has notes missing, scans hidden, edits made in digital ink. You will know this when the other nurse mentions the version she saw originally. And when you request the record under legal right, something miraculous will happen. Someone will hand you a printed version, different than the one in her folder. Type Amen to get blessing 3003. Do not be afraid when you see it. Do not panic. Breathe. There will be a date, a note, a line of diagnosis that confirms your worst fear, but also your greatest proof. It will say something along the lines of, further review required. Possible escalation. And yet, no escalation was made. No specialist. No referral. No disclosure. That's the buried sin. The decision to ignore something for personal or political gain. When you show this to a new specialist, one not connected to the clinic, the reaction will be instant. Shock. Urgency. Respect. They will realize what's been withheld. And they will step in to fix it. Type Amen to get blessing 223. From that point on, your mother's real healing begins. New treatment. New medication. New chances. It may be a long road, but it will be the right one now. She'll start to feel the difference. Slowly, but surely. Her energy will rise. Her eyes will glow again. And she will look at you with wonder, knowing you saved what no one else dared to. You'll hold her hand one day, in silence, and she'll whisper, "I knew you were sent to protect me." That moment will stay with you forever. A sacred seal between child and parent. Archangel Michael says, this journey was never about punishment. It was about awakening your purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 1144. You'll begin to dream more vividly, sometimes of places you've never been, sometimes of faces you don't recognize. These are soul-level visions. pieces of other lifetimes where truth was buried and justice delayed. But this time, justice came early, through you. The doctor will face consequences. Perhaps not immediately. But soon enough, his name will rise in whispers. Other families will begin to speak. You won't need to be involved. Your role was never vengeance. Your role was awakening. Still, what you uncover will create a wave. It may lead to review boards, investigations, audits. You may be contacted quietly for your version of events. Speak calmly. Speak truth. You hold the fire and the facts. The darkness will lose, because it underestimated the light within you. Type Amen to get blessing 414. The day your mother finally looks and feels like herself again will be the day this chapter ends. But the memory will remain, not to haunt, but to remind. To remind you of what happens when truth is silenced, and what miracles unfold when it's unleashed. You'll find yourself stronger, wiser, unshakable. You'll carry this strength into every other area of life, from relationships to work to your spiritual path. Because this wasn't just a battle over a report. It was a sacred test of your soul's resolve. You passed. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. And now, the ones who walk before you, your ancestors, your protectors, your angels, they surround you in honor. You did what few would dare. You pulled the veil off deception, not through rage, but through righteousness. They bow to you in spirit. And Archangel Michael seals this season with peace. You are safe now. She is safe now. And truth has returned home. 12:10 p.m., July 13th, 2025, +91 7709 135 103.